Sorry? Oh, you want me to hold it up? Is it like that? Oh God, you're kidding me, aren't you? You want me to talk about this? I'm not sure what it is you want me to say about the goldfish bowl. Yes, of course I know who he is. He's Ganesh. Hasn't he got a nice face? And it is very furry, and it's got a zip in the back, so I think it's a pillowcase. Well, it's a magnolia. I don't think it's native to Wales. It's a sparkler and a box of matches. I thought this was a serious film that we were doing. It's a cold bacon sandwich. And he got this fungus thing all over his scales and he went white. And in fact, I think it might look better with a pillow in it. I think this feather came from a parrot. I think it was like some kind of thrush for goldfish. My biggest fear is that one day I'll kiss him and he will turn into a prince, because I quite like him as a frog. Oh my God, you're not going to make me eat it, are you? I mean, I only have to talk about it, don't I? He might have been very happy in this. He was only little, and this is quite a big tank, really, isn't it? In front of the man that you love. Oh, sorry, I've already looked at this piece of paper, and I don't know if I can talk about what's on here. Oh yes, the British Council. Well, I know that they're involved in lots and lots of projects, but I do know that one of the projects that they're heavily involved in is climate change and trying to bring about conversation around what the problems are and rallying people together to get them to come up with a solution. They do a lot about learning and education, whether that's sending English teachers abroad to teach English in a different country or bringing language assistants over from another country to teach foreign languages to English students. I guess it's pretty. Bye, frog! It's a whisk. You can make meringues with it. I don't know anything about the British Council, but I know about the global universe. It's not real either. I mean, I'm not saying it's pretending to be something that it's not. It's just, well, it's fake. I mean, you couldn't do that if it was a real one now, could you? The British Council office that had lots of information about universities and educational institutions in Great Britain, so that anybody in that country could go in and find out what opportunities there were in the UK to study. Oh, I'm ever so sorry, but I don't know anything about the British Council. What, they have lots of offices abroad? No? Well, I've never seen one, and we go to Spain every year. They have links with communities in developing countries where they try and have conversations around social issues. I mean, of course I've heard of the council. They take away me bins every fortnight. Couldn't possibly talk about everything that they cover. Let me think. I'll talk about the fact that they promote arts and culture abroad. He's quite an exciting god, isn't he? Yes, the Hindu gods, they tend to have gods with lots of arms and legs, or, as you can see here, a trunk. They basically take the very, very best of British talent and culture and, well, quite frankly, export it to another country in the form of shows, exhibitions, collaborations with other artists and cultural institutions abroad. But I'd quite like to ask you a question. Why does it say the British Council and not the English Council? They link artists with art establishments abroad, and they bring artists from other countries over to England too. Unless there is a Welsh Council, is there a Welsh Council? And if there is, why are you making me speak about the British Council? Because I'd quite like to speak about the Welsh one. Not that I know any more about the Welsh Council than I know about the British Council, but you know, I think people would be surprised to know that they're quite involved in science too. Now, I only know a little bit about the science bit, but I do know that they link scientists with researchers, and they have some sort of jolly conversations around how science impacts society. I know that they're involved with small enterprise development, so some kind of economic, discussion around economics and financial structures, I think. And finally, I do know that they are very much into civil society organisations, helping the public better be involved in the democratic process. Well, first of all, you get me talking about a magnolia, and then you get me talking about a logo that I don't know anything about. The British Council. The British Council. Was that what you wanted? If you've got any other jobs doing market research, you can always give me a call. I did one about Kit Kats last week.